am here today to give you updates on various things. The first of which is music. How does music play a role? How do you account for music when choosing a college? And then talking about rigor and strength of curriculum and how that works on your behalf. What would be a Division I music school? It would be a conservatory, because they're the most competitive. So a conservatory level music school would be Division I. A conservatory level school in another major university would also be Division I. So a Curtis is Division I. A Juilliard is Division I. Eastman is a Division I. Division II would be schools that are emphasizing music, close to being conservatory level, and well known for music proficiency. Not quite D1, but pretty close. So Ithaca in upstate New York would be a Division II school. And D3 would be schools that have a good music program. Not conservatory level, not really professional level, but a good music program. So for example, Yale would be D2, because good luck getting into the Yale Symphony Orchestra. It's really hard. But Swarthmore would be D3. Swarthmore has an excellent program, especially for vocal music, but they're not Yale, and they're certainly not Curtis. How do you know whether you're D1, D2, or D3? I mean, I'm kind of thinking you want to think you're D1, or you want to try for D1, which is conservatory, which is some of the best musicianship in the country. But it goes more than just what you're looking for yourself. It goes to what you want for your life and how you see yourself professionally. Because there's a big difference between going to a conservatory level school of music and going to a school that has a music major. There's a big difference between the two. If I want to go to a conservatory, I'm going to do almost all of my coursework in my major. There are 3 types of degrees that you can get from a college. There's a Bachelor of Arts, a Bachelor of Science, or a Bachelor of Music or Bachelor of Fine Arts. 3 different degrees. A BM or a BFA means that you have taken 2/3 or more of your classes in your major. So 4 years of college, 3 of your 4 years have been music. And the Bachelor of Arts means that 1/3 are in your major. So that's the first consideration. Do I want to be so heavily invested in my music? Because if you go to a conservatory level program, you are getting a BFA or a BM. They're not giving you a BA or a BS. You're going for that degree that's more intense for those. That means you're not going to really have time for much else. So you say to me, but Cigus, I really want to major in business also. Yeah, not happening. Not unless you want to go for 5 or 6 years. Not happening. You can't get a BFA and a BS in 4 years. You can't. So you are spending a tremendous amount of time. Can you study the cello at a BFA and play volleyball? Club, maybe. You're not playing varsity. You can't. You just don't have the time to do that. You can't. Can you major in cello and be on student government? Sure. Because that might be 1 hour, 2 hours a week. You can do that. Now, the D2 schools, the ones that are close to conservatory, you will have some time to yourself. Yale, for example, Yale's a D2, remember? Conservatory-like, but not all the way. Yale will offer the possibility of a BFA. It will also offer you a BA. So you can consider what's best for you. But If you don't go conservatory, you can do other things. Will you make it to the Cincinnati Symphony? Unlikely. Can't ever say no, but unlikely, because you won't have the professional training to compete with those who do. Then if you do the D3 schools, the ones that have an okay music program, you're typically freer to do pretty much whatever you would want to do. So if you went to Swarthmore and wanted to play volleyball, no problem. You're good to go. So you wouldn't have that conflict with the number of courses and the time that it would take for you to do that. So you can combine, this is the third part now. You can combine your love of music with a position in the music industry. You could go to the dark side and become a producer and do the sound and do all the things around what a musician would do. You could be a music manager, the person who figures out the schedules, the dates, the venues, the organizer of all of that stuff. There are tons of support people that support an orchestra. They don't just get up and do that themselves. So there are tons of support positions which still would allow you to pursue your music, but they would also allow you to be within the music field.